He's Scott.
He's Chris.
We're two guys brewing.
This
is our friend Carl. Say hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
They made me do it. We did. We're brewing a Hefeweizen today. Decided to try something a little different for y'all. The Hef, it's a German wheat beer. It tends to have like a clove and banana flavor to it. And you get those flavors by first of all, the type of yeast you use, and then temperatures that you ferment at. You want to ferment at a little higher temperature so that you bring out those phenols. And the higher the temperature, the more banana, the lower, the more clove. So you want to, depends on what you like. We like the banana more than the clove, so we're going to try to ferment it in the 70-degree range on this, which shouldn't be a problem this time of year.
It's about where our daytime temperatures are now.
Doing a 10-gallon batch. We're gonna mash in the kettle today for ease of operations here, and then we'll throw everything with the wheat. It tends to stick up and get gummy. It doesn't have the hulls on it that the barley does. So you usually want to put like rice hulls in there to make your filter bed a little better. But fortunately, Steve was out of rice hulls, and I'm out of rice hulls. Scott's out of rice hulls. So we're going to try kind of a brew in a bag filter method, so to speak. And we're just going to use this as our false bottom. We should not get a stuck sparge that way. Otherwise, I can guarantee we'd be sitting here until midnight tonight, and it's early. Alright, our recipe today is 13 pounds of German wheat, 7 pounds of German Pilsner, and I would have normally put a pound of rice hulls in here. We'll cast on that. We're going to mash at the temperature, we're figuring around 150, kind of on the low side, but that should give us a pretty good conversion. Most of our sugars are going to end up being fermentable with that. I'm going to go with a pound of Hallertau at 60 minutes a pound. That's going to be a hoppy. We just said we're making an IPPA here. No, we're going with 1 ounce of Hallertau at 60 minutes and an ounce at 10 minutes. Well, it's going to be a pretty straightforward. We're using for yeast. I got a Cephal WD06. WD means wheat beer. This makes a pretty good Hef. I've used Y yeast in the past, and that works out pretty good also. I'm not sure if White Lab has one. I don't think they.
Okay, the WLP 300.
Maybe.
Yeah, liquid
maybe.
yeast.
Yeah, okay. And then there was something else I was looking for that didn't have. But anyways, so okay, you can use a White Lab screw. They all got stuff. I got one package is usually enough for 5 gallons. Since we're doing 10, I got a yeast starter going, so we'll just be more in a couple of days. There's going to be plenty of yeast in there. And we already got our water heating up.
Hi, I'm Steve Spears. I'm the owner of Dunkirk Homebrew. We are a local homebrew shop here in the Dunkirk, Fredonia area, located at 3375 East Main Road, Dunkirk, New York. We are a full-line supplier of beer and wine brewing equipment and supplies. Come on down. Most of my customers become my friends. Thank you.
You ready? Sure. We'll use yours to do on the vision here anyways. So I'll clean it for you. Go grab a couple of.
Grab a pint glass too.
Wait a minute, there's 3 grains in there.
Get him! Get him!
Done now.
The bubbling brew to be. We already hit 150. Getting close to 160. There's 160. Just went over 160. It's like around 160. About 164, 165.
I don't know where the hell we were at when, but let's keep it in there.
Don't add too much water.
Well, that's way higher than we want. We're up like
I thought he
50
wanted
degrees.
to be about
No, 150, not 160.
You wanted 150?
Yeah. Dang, better. Better to be low than high.
About 158, 159 right now.
It's still high.
Yeah, still about 158.
168 is where you kill all the enzymes. Then you won't get any conversion.
About 156.
As long as you can get her adjusted in the first 10 minutes or so,
Uh-huh.
the quicker the better, for
Right.
sure. The sooner the better. Something I never learned about or don't know about is whether like the enzymes in wheat, like if they're the same or how different they are from like the enzymes in barley.
I think they are different, I just don't know how much.
I know wheat has quite a bit of diastatic power, so it can actually convert itself plus all, so it has lots of enzymes. I just don't know if they're any different than the barley enzymes.
Still around 156.
Yeah, it was a little high.
Still, you should have enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been stirring a little bit of this
No,
water.
that's fine. 156 is fine.
Okay.
What was
Just
it?
leave the lid off.
What was it?
It was up to like 162 or something like
Really?
that.
Yeah. What,
Yeah.
did you leave the heat on after you doughed in? Is that it, or?
Yeah, we
It
did
was
for a
on.
minute,
It
but-
was on while we doughed in. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have turned it off, but this pot holds a lot of heat.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be fine. We'll lose
It'll
a
work.
few
Leave
degrees
the lid off
now.
for a little while.
All right, so mash for 1 hour?
Yeah, I got you. Which got a clock on your phone or something?
No, I don't.
I didn't bring my phone, so. All right.
We gotta ask
Chris will have to keep track of it.
What time it is when he comes in.
Yeah.
Alright. Is that my guess?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna salt it, and you can sanitize the next container.
Yeah.
Beer, I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah, I had an errand to run, so our mash went another extra 20 minutes. So we did an 80-minute mash today.
What, 80 minutes?
Yeah. These things happen.
All right. How do you want to proceed?
Scoop it up until we
Make sure that's closed.
Yeah, we want to make sure that's closed. Where's the
It's
guts?
over there somewhere, I think.
The guts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind the camera, I think.
I got it.
The handle, right?
It is closed. Okay.
Here comes the fun part. Oh, I thought you were gonna pick that up and dump it right in there.
Nope.
Maybe the second.
Take a few steps that direction though.
Oh, you got the camera on?
There we go. So we're going to use this bag as our false bottom today. I think about this will work.
It'll work.
It'll work. Whether it works the way we want it to or not is another question. I got some helpers that are like that too with the apartments. You know, they work, but they may not work the way you want them to. Oh, you know what? Just pull that a second, will you? Before this gets heavy, I want to put something underneath the back end of it. We want to make sure we got that up far enough. There we go. huge mess. Now we're getting some. Well, I'm thinking I want to stick something in front of that spigot there.
I got the spoon there, that works pretty good usually.
That'll work, yeah. I want to make sure that
If you want to pull a gallon off like your Vorloff,
yeah. Boy, this is that's one of
how can I help you?
I don't know, I'm trying to find where the end of that spigot is. Board off a little bit.
Drain
And
off
then
about
we
a
can just
gallon.
dump the rest in.
Well, we can, yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, we got
We need another container.
Yeah, we need another pot. I got a couple more. There's a couple more pots right there.
Put it into one of these pots.
Yeah, one of the big ones. Get one of the big ones.
One of the big ones?
Yeah. This is gonna be a few minutes till we get enough out of here. So, scooch that.
Will that hose I brought fit on your spigot? Would that help? There's a piece of vinyl tubing over there, I think, if you want it. Oh, yeah.
I've got a hose right there. What I was just gonna do is go right into this for now.
Okay.
First time doing it this way. Probably the last too, right? There we go.
It's gonna work. Look at that.
Don't get too excited. See if we can kind of set the grain bed a little here.
That should be enough, you think? 1 gallon?
Well, it depends on who you're talking to. If it's Steve, he wants to do 3 gallons.
3 gallons.
If it's Matt, he likes to do what, about 6? Matt showed up, by the way. He's hanging out over in the corner drinking. Don't do that yet. Don't dump that yet. We gotta get some of this out of here. Yeah, it's all, I know, it's all the grain's in there. There's some grain in here. Call that good enough for now. Might have to do that again after we pull a little liquid out of here.
You might just hold the pot up while you
Well, I was gonna say we should put it on
Put
something.
that canner upside down underneath it or something.
Yeah. You never have too many pots.
Oh, sorry, Matt.
That's all right.
This is a new sparging method called the BS method. That's for Bennett and Schaefer. You know. I'm going to use some liquid in there to rinse the rest of them grains out. That's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Check to see where we're at. And Bob left this week. Smoke sometime, we gotta put that in your schedule. Yeah.
Brewing with smoke.
Yes.
Pretty good. Throw a little more in there. Almost got all the green out.
That's not bad at all. Yeah, it is.
Somebody want to dump this here? Sure.
He's got it under control.
Control?
Yeah.
Isn't that Maxwell Smart?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we've got a control agent? Okay.
886.
The pot is filling.
Alright, gotta run in the house. I should be back and forth.
I'd say it's probably 40% full.
Sure, why?
39.7%. How bad? Better? Smells good. No stuck spark. Shouldn't have any problem because, oh my God, look at all that water that's left sparging. You want to dump that in? You want me to dump it in? Get rid of it. Half full, we need to add it to it, get that temperature up.
Carl just wanted to be on camera again.
Damn. No, I'm not the same guy you see on the post office wall.
So he said.
They already told me they're gonna edit me out anyway, so.
Yeah, I learned to brew in jail.
Yeah, they got a brew club in jail.
This is my old sock beer. Boiling? So it looks foamy.
Temperature's gotta be getting up there though, I tell you. That's a heck of a flame on it. That's what we want. We want it to be up there.
I like that burner.
Yeah, I like that adjustable. You know, you drop it down, drop it right off the part. That's nice. So my burner's really low.
I never use
It's
this
about
out
half of that. Half that height.
Move in there, Carl.
Yeah. And don't step on dogs. Holy cow, we're foaming up.
It's foamy. I think hot side aeration is a myth, though. What do you think, man?
yeast to pack whatever oxygen they can get when they first start inside.
Currently, time frame, most of those are spraying years. Right.
Because this looks like it's getting pretty aerated. It's
Yeah,
all
it
going
is.
in the thing or whatever, but I don't think it's in there.
What were we talking about with the Pilsner and the wheats?
Oh, diastatic power?
Yeah.
I think wheat has a lot of diastatic power.
I thought it did not. Way below, too low.
Yeah, the, well, Pilsner,
About the same.
pretty high, it's like 2
It was wheat less or more?
wheat. The higher you go wheat, then wheat.
I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, we.
I'm pretty sure that wheat is right up there with 2 row. I mean, 6 row is higher than anything. It's about the highest. But, I think wheat has a lot of, like way more than rye or rice or like corn or whatever.
So you could brew it all wheat?
I think it has, yes, I think you could.
What would your beer-
As far as the diastatic power comes, yeah.
What was your flavor?
Because the diastatic power of wheat is greater than 1, so it has enough to convert all of its own sugars plus.
So is it too much wheat if you went 100% wheat? I'll have to experiment sometime and do a batch and do all.
There you go.
It's on now.
It's on.
The green light, does that mean?
No, it's the red
Oh,
light.
the red light blinking?
No, it's not blinking.
It was.
The red circle. Yeah, well, it's probably when he was turning.
Oh, I see the red circle on the screen.
Oh yeah, the red light with black. I have no idea what that one means. It's green, it's orange, it's red. It does all sorts of things. I have no idea what any of it means.
Self-destruct.
There you go.
Just playing with the foam again.
It's not a bad red ale. I mean, I'm not a fan of red ales in general, but that's not a bad red ale.
Oh, it's got some nice hops to it.
It's definitely got a good hot presence. I was up there, we brewed a beer, and eventually bottled it up there, and we just had a bottle of that. And he gave us the name, and the bottle too. Awesome. I like it pretty.
Yeah.
That's more like a growler than a bottle.
It is.
That's a cheap growler. It's like it's like an EBC growler that I got.
ABC.
EBC.
Oh, I thought you said ABC. What the hell is ABC?
It's a song by the Jackson 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
It's also the name of a beer store, liquor store in Florida.
There are a lot of them.
Okay, that should be good. Alrighty.
Now we foam.
I still got stuff I got to do in the house here, but
Well,
All right,
we're
so we
getting
can add
darn
hops.
close to boiling. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now you've added that.
yep.
So as soon as we get the,
What's your boiling?
Who's got a time?
well,
that?
let's-
Scissors or anything on it?
Come around to
is
this
that
side.
close enough to a boil to call it a boil?
It is.
No.
You need to boil it.
Let it boil a little harder. Make sure you do a time check.
Close it because it's
All right.
really hard. That people try to cut their fingers off this.
In a couple more minutes, this should be boiling nicely. It's very close.
Does that have a black on it?
And then when we put the hops in,
Here,
I'll let you do it.
it's
It
not,
is a lot,
it's not
right?
hard, yeah, you gotta press it this way.
Okay, I was
But
pushing
it
it the
goes
wrong
so
way.
hard, I've had
Right.
people go like that.
Get their fingers.
got a lot of freaking,
Better your fingers than mine. All right, so we boiling, Carl?
close.
Can't really tell, huh? Well, watch it perform up. I'll go over.
It's gonna
Here we go.
foam.
All right, so we're gonna add an ounce of our Hallertau hops here. They're in there. And then we're gonna be prepared to cut the heat if we need to. Because sometimes things can foam up at this stage. Boil over. I don't know if we're gonna have that trouble.
Hopefully we have the heat set just right. Looks like it's boiling now.
Do you guys ever skim at this point, or after,
If-
say, 10 minutes in when you get that hot break?
I will sometimes skim before the hops go in. Just as you're nearing that boil and you're just about at the boil, I might skim then, but after hops, I don't skim it.
Well, once this boil picks up just a little bit, then we should lose the foam.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be okay. Just a matter of how hard
I
it's
think
gonna
we are,
boil.
because it's not really, we're not really
Yeah,
doing
so,
all that there yet.
but we need a little bit better boil. Because it's boiling, but it's not as vigorous as it
Right.
should be.
Uh-huh.
Now it's starting.
I like a nice gentle roll going. More than
Yeah.
that. It's too gentle.
Want to lick this?
No thanks.
I don't think I really want to turn it up anymore, so I
No,
think
we
that-
might have to turn it down, but keep an eye on it. It's starting to boil really nice now. What?
Are the potatoes ready?
Almost.
Mash them a little longer.
All right, here we go. Now we're getting a nice boil. Now we got to be careful. We're gonna have to turn that down a bit so it doesn't boil over. Getting a radical boil going here.
Sorry, it's just, as long as it's not getting a little foamy, that's fine. I like to see it like good quality boil. I like it.
Especially in the
I like it
very
jumping all
beginning.
over the place.
I don't mind, like the first 15 minutes, I like it. A good boil.
I don't mind the whole boil, it's very vigorous. As long as it's not, splashing boil, just a big one.
Fine.
Yeah, you guys like that?
I don't.
No, we don't. That's the part of the problem. We don't turn it. I think we need to turn it down a little.
Well, it's 228, you want to call it
225.
Call it 230 or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the other way, 225 or 220 even.
Okay.
We're starting to get a lot of foam here.
Yeah, when you see that, then you want to turn it down.
We're in trouble.
Yeah, go down a little bit lower for the next couple of minutes, then it should settle.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, go down more, a lot more.
Did you turn it off?
I did.
Okay, well, we can start it up and regulate it. We're close, because she's boiling good now. All right, fire it back up and just have it a little bit less than what you had before. I think we're good. Yeah, wrap it. Holy crap! Oh, an eyeball would come floating up or something. Yeah, that's pretty radical boil right there. And we can maintain that. We're
I think
perfect.
that kind of boil right there helps to form the hot break. You know.
Yeah, you definitely want a really good boil.
I've had a couple batches where you get like the egg drop soup thing going on, where the stuff that settles out of it,
Yeah.
where all these proteins form.
And it's driving off DMS also, which can give you, those off flavors in the beer too, so. A good
Yeah.
boil is a good thing, you just gotta watch for that foam.
Yeah,
Looks like it's under control now, it's
I
good.
think so.
Notice that one dangerous spot where it foams like crazy. And like 30 seconds later, it's done.
Yeah, it's right when you add the hops usually.
That'll do it.
Or
Nucleation.
dry malt extract or something.
Yeah.
If you're using that kind of malt
Nucleation
extract.
sites.
Yeah, whenever you add, when you add to the boil.
I think we're safe.
I think so. Looking good.
Carl, you know how I added the sugar to the little growler of beer?
Uh-huh.
I just added the sugar. Didn't boil it first. And talk about nucleation. And I know about this, so I put it through the funnel, got the funnel right out there, and then put the lid down. By the time I did that, the foam was already like right up to the very top, about to come out.
Really? It's not gonna explode, is it?
No, it's just the nucleation sites where it's going to foam like crazy, but it's not really adding, carbonation. It's just foaming.
Uh-oh.
So that'll set it back down.
I want to turn that down just a tad. 'Cause all of a sudden, it just went crazy foaming up. I mean, as you continue to boil, you're going to boil off, and then your level will drop. Let's see what we got. Okay.
I think we're just getting to that protein break stage right now. Usually happens 10 or 15 minutes into the boil.
That's a radical boil there. That's nice. Look at that. Holy cow.
Like I'm brewing at home by myself or whatever, I have time where I don't mind like doing a good whirlpool at the end and everything's all cooled down. And then let it sit for a good half hour, 45 minutes. I find that a lot of that stuff will settle out right into the bottom of the kettle. Because I don't have a valve on here, I end up racking off, I'm packing out of the boil kettle and like tremendous.
Yeah, that's not fun.
I can leave, but it's still, I'm able to leave a lot of crud, the hops, all the pellet hops and crud, the protein break in the bottom of the kettle. You can lose a little bit, like probably a half gallon or so.
This is the wort chiller you're going to use?
Yeah.
It's a lot of copper.
It appears you're safe on the boil now.
I think so.
It looks good to me.
I'll leave that there just in case.
That helps too, with that, having the spoon or the,
Yeah.
across the top of it does help with the,
I read that somewhere that it's supposed to be a wooden spoon. I have no idea why.
I don't think it matters, but I agree that,
Success.
particularly when your spaghetti, your pasta's gonna boil over, laying the spoon across it. When the foam hits it,
It kind of breaks it
it
up.
breaks it up where,
It's like the reef one out there. Look like it got a little brighter. Yeah, it's raining.
let's say,
It also depends on how you chill, because some people will take their chiller and move it around, put it up and down, and that kicks everything up. It'll chill faster, but then it gets everything all kicked up.
see, and it does chill almost twice as fast. If you keep stirring it and you
Yeah.
keep moving it, you chill twice as fast. So it's gonna take you an hour to chill down on top like that. And you can do it in 30 minutes by moving it around. Move it around, get it down to your temperature, then give it a good whirlpool, throw the lid on, and go. Your hour's still gone by before you end up emptying the pot.
So-
But with that whirlpool,
Whirlpool it and then let it
everything-
sit
yeah,
for a
everything,
while?
you get just a cone of all the crap in the last, it all settles.
That's more like if you have a valve.
No, I can say that with the
Or
upset
with
too,
the cycle,
right,
yeah, you're sucking
yeah,
from
with
one.
the cycle, yeah, you can't pick it up and pour out of it, no.
Okay.
It will work with a valve also.
Yeah, because you just put that chiller in there and walk away, it's gonna take an hour.
It definitely takes quite a bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think stirring your water or moving the chiller around a lot, that's the time in half.
The water, the direction of your water in your chiller, you're supposed to start with the opposite direction, is what they say. Really, it would work faster that way.
You also want the cold water to go from the bottom,
Top to the bottom.
I think from the bottom to the top.
No, it's top to the bottom.
Is it? Okay.
Top to bottom?
The top
The top
of
is
the
hotter.
liquid is the
It's always
hottest, so
hotter.
you want to have the biggest differentiation of temperature there. So they say to have the cold water running at the top and work down.
Top to bottom.
Then you're actually chilling at the top, and then the cooler liquid is supposedly wandering toward the bottom, and you get like a cyclic kind of flow.
Right.
Looking good, man. It's looking real good.
How's it taste?
Give me the
Let me try some.
So what do we got, a hop addition at 10 minutes? Or put the chiller in at 15 and throw the hops in, or at 10, whichever you want to do. Good thing Super Sludge has been here doing the work. While Matt and I have been drinking the beer.
Everyone's got their appointed task.
Yes.
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
We got the brew dog.
So, kind of tired
Alright, where's the other hops?
That was good.
Package there, dude. Far as she goes.
Two bright spots on them. I don't think they are. Could be.
You guys in any hurry to take off or hang out for a while?
Why?
Well, we're gonna judge that beer,
So what beer?
the beer we made, the lawnmower beer we made.
You have to wait for Sean to get here to judge it?
No, I don't, but that's what it is.
We were kind of waiting for him
if he
because
gets
he was
here-
here and brewed it with us.
But
But
if
if he gets here, great, and if he doesn't, we'll do it anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I got a little time. What about you?
3:50.
on. What time are you talking?
I don't know. What's your schedule, I guess, is really the question. That was our 20-minute hops edition. Do we want to throw
Well-
some,
I need to be home before the wife gets home at 5.
okay. Do we want to throw some Irish moss in here, do you think? It's a half. We don't need it. Screw it. Hefeweizens are meant to be cloudy.
I should be ahead of but I'm supposed to be home.
Cut off your hose from that, right?
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I'm just debating here, we could probably run it right into the,
Yeah, what do you do with your drain line?
Oh, look at this, somebody got smart. After we melted the one from the store.
Oh.
Actually, it wasn't the store, it was the clubs. We put a little kink in it. We fixed it though. Matter of 30 seconds. Hey, look at that, they're the same length now. I bet you somebody melted the other one once. You know, I never ever had a problem with that until you said something about it that one time and you're like, oh no, it'll melt, don't do that. And then after that was like, the next time we brewed, we melted it.
Yeah, that's the only time it's the only
So I'm
time it ever
blaming you.
happened.
It's all my fault.
But it did happen.
Was that when was that with Faith or was that with Sean? Might have been with Sean, might have
I
been.
think it was with Sean, yeah.
It wasn't the next time, it was the time after. It was. Yeah, we can just throw that down the drain over there then. You got this shut
I'll
off?
just run over there.
Well, we're not, I'm gonna wait till we turn that off.
Yeah, I did shut it off.
Always feels good when you let the pressure out.
Yeah.
You know, this is not nearly as true as we were when Faith was here.
What'd you do, abuse her?
You ever brew with Faith before?
No, I have not. Why, what happened?
Oh, no, I don't know, I'm just making it up as I go along.
She's an intelligent, witty, clever girl who has a sense of humor.
So that was okay to abuse her then?
No, she was abusive.
She's abusive
Oh,
too.
she was
I mean,
abusing you,
she
okay.
invites it. she can dish it out, and she can take it.
Yeah, she's
Are you sure you got that all the way shut off? It doesn't take much to shut it off. It seems like it's still running.
I thought I did. Why don't you go double check?
Yeah.
Brewmaster, Master Brewer, yes.
Right. Must just be
I have to decide if I'm gonna go to,
I
how low it is.
I was confident.
No, it must, well, I mean, it's just like running and running and running. It must just be because it's all lower than what's over there. It's not, by the time I got back, it stopped.
There you go. Somebody's impatient.
check on this beer.
Yeah.
We're there, flame out. Somebody shut that heat off.
Flame out.
I'm looking at the camera.
There you go. Looking at the camera's not the problem. Standing in front of it with your back to it, that's the...
Oh, I shut it off wrong here. Let me fix that.
Alrighty. That's hot for some reason.
I swear behind
There we go. That'll get it in the neighborhood.
thought I'd redone that. Yeah, seriously. I mean, it really sounded
All right, I'll go turn it on. You ready?
better than-
Sure, turn it on. Don't
Just a little bit.
yeah, it's really tough to turn on just a little bit with that. Turn on like try turning like an eighth of a quarter.
Probably was. Somebody out there goofing around. There's a little bit of woods between you and the next
It
road.
wasn't even that close. though. It was-
Oh, really?
I definitely had a bigger.
Hang on, turn it off again. Scott, turn that off.
Your connection loose?
I don't know what's the matter there.
You lost the fire.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Looks like the washer's in there.
See it?
That's it right. Nope, you're right, the washer is gone.
I probably got more laying around somewhere where I couldn't really guess.
Steal the one out of your nozzle for a minute.
Right.
Oh, there it is. Didn't know it was missing.
No. Oh.
Yeah, they don't come out that easy. I'm surprised there's not one in there.
I got a whole container of them somewhere. That'll be my next project, because this will probably go home with Scott, and I'll be trying to figure out where the hell where all mine are.
Now it'll work.
Well, let me get it tied on before you.
Trying to screw hockey.
All right, give her a wackadoodle. Let's see where that gets us at. Dude, you need a bath, right? Come over here.
As long as it doesn't spray up into the.
That's pretty hot. I don't think it'd be
At
an
this
issue.
point, you'd be safe.
There we go. That's good.
Whoa! What kind of...
Good?
Well, reach. As much as I can give you right there.
That's enough.
And then hold it the whole
Yeah,
time.
but-
You wanna-
Well, have a
Just
piece
to
of,
get a little bit of warm. I'm just
You have
put
a
little
piece
warm-
of PVC, put that in there and then slide that in there.
I just put a little bit of warm water in there to heat that up. I don't need. I'm not too concerned about it. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna hold this too much longer because it's getting warm. Did I get water on your chair?
Looks like you did, yes.
Nice work.
Nice work if you can get it.
Yeah. All right, it's cool enough. Throw these now.
I'm a professional chair wetter.
Professional chair wetter.
Hey Matt,
Where you go?
put him out in the backyard, will you?
He's out on the phone.
Come on, go in the backyard. Carl, you tell Beth to go in the backyard.
It's driving the dogs nuts. They like to move around. The dogs are upset. You want to move around in the backyard or something, a little further away from the house.
That's right, you're off the phone, it's
You're off the phone
good.
now, so.
Me, and the woman upstairs probably like on a business call. You know what? I'm gonna call that warm. Did I get everybody hot and burned? I tried.
Ah, I'm scalded.
I tried.
Sorry. That's like a piece of like.
I don't need that skin anymore.
This guy could probably use it. You're done with it?
Super myself once really good with that damn thing.
What do you mean you did it?
I got burned once,
You had nothing to do with it. It was all me.
You burned him?
I sure as hell did. Scalded it. I peeled all the skin right off his leg.
What are you looking for?
My thermometer.
You put it in there.
That's what I thought. I didn't feel it. There it is. There she was.
Oh, I need a bung and a airlock. In
In the
here?
magic box. Go for me. I just need an airlock.
That should be down to close to 70 now.
Still 120.
We're down close to 60.
Good to go then. Want me to go shut that water off?
Could you? Maybe 61. Probably warm back up before we get the gravity reading. You find what you're looking for? There you
That's
go.
right, right?
Yep, that should work. And a couple of airlocks. You figure it out yet, Carl?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Now you need the dog bark.
It's probably gonna take a minute, but it's
I'll slow it. I think you got it.
I have to follow this line. I was like out in the woods and wandering around the back of the house and on the roof. And,
So you're out there following hose?
yeah.
oops.
Disconnect. Oops, what?
Didn't know where the hose was, huh? Or where the shutoff was.
No, I had to. I thought it was over there by the.
By the hose?
Yeah,
Oh, no. No, it's not over by the hose.
It's not by the
Oh, no,
hose.
we like to hide it over there.
I could have told you that if you'd asked. That one. This is much warmer than this. Oh, that's wet. Right inside my flip flop. All right, let's.
I got it. So right there for now.
I don't have my glasses on. Carl, you're in charge. You and Scott. Scott can read. I'll take. We'll have a vote. I abstain.
What do you think this says?
I abstain.
40.
Oh, I can't read it that way. I'd have to have it in the.
42?
42. What do you say, man?
What do you think? 40.
You think 40? I'm gonna go with Carl's. Carl's smarter. Damn, I get
I
up.
don't know about that.
Bubbles. Yeah, let's put it over here where there's no bubbles. Let's go right to the bubbles.
It says Carl's smarter.
I said he was smart. I said I was
My
smart.
IQ is 820.
Mine's like negative.
Oh wait,
4.
that's your credit score.
Oh. I don't have an IQ. I'm a 0.
I'm a zero.
So my IQ is 64.
64. That's on a good day, right?
On a good day.
I don't even know what mine is. If it quits bobbing, you might be able to.
If it would stay away from the freaking bubbles, it'd be easier.
My credit score is lower.
Yeah, but my credit score is lower than my IQ.
You're in trouble.
think you're right, Matt. I think it's right around
40?
Yeah, it's right around 40. Might even. Well, we'll go with 40. We're voting.
It's a nice round number.
Right, nice round number.
Oh. I keep forgetting.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna dump about a half a gallon of yeast in here. Ooh, yeah, see, we got some CO2 in there.
Holy cow, it's gonna explode.
Look out.
We're all covered in it.
I don't usually make that much yeast starter, but that was how much I had left after I put all the other stuff in the freezer. It's all good. It'll be fine.
Foamy.
Nice healthy pitch.
Outside the morning. I'm gonna take out tonight.
So that.
All right, now what?
All right. Do you want to start siphoning or do you want to wait? Let's start. What time is it actually here? Let's get it. We're gonna start drinking, testing beer in a minute here.
And you gotta run off for a little while.
I gotta run off like 10 minutes ago.
And Carl's gotta run off. Matt's gonna run off. So.
You're gonna be here by
You
yourself.
better start siphoning, getting those in your containers, because we can test this beer while it's siphoning.
Yep.
It's gonna take a couple minutes to siphon off that 10 gallon.
Postpone the tasting.
We could, if you want to do
You know
that.
what?
Since you have to go and.
Well, I already got the beer
Hard to get you guys over
and the
here.
glasses.
Okay, then
Watch
we
this.
can do
Watch this maneuver. This is a dip tube out of a keg. This is a really fat piece of tubing. It annoys the shit out of me. It curls up. Up there. But it's fast.
Hey, that's pretty smart, man.
There we go. Look at all that freaking trouble.
Let's see.
That's mine too. I should have put that in Scott's.
Yeah, really, what the hell?
Yeah, you know, you don't think when you're in a hurry.
That's all right, it'll all settle out at the bottom.
Oh, it's gonna take too long to siphon it. I like that tube, man. That's a freaking big ass tube. It goes much
Yeah.
quicker. I use that on everything.
I know, my tube's small, I need a bigger diameter one for siphoning.
You got two, Bendy?
Yeah, I've got two bendy.
Not thick enough.
Interesting.
I think you're getting pretty close to switch time. That's what I'm thinking.
Gonna try pinching that hose off, or you just gonna
Nope.
shoot it in?
I'm just gonna do this right here.
So what's the deal? That big bottle's mine and you guys share the little one?
I gave you your beer already. It's out in your truck. All right.
Today we made a Hefeweizen. Had a lot of fun brewing with Carl, our guest
Yeah.
brewer today.
Yeah. And we're gonna, let this sit a couple, 3 weeks, keg it, bottle it, and whatever, and we'll taste it in a month or so. And
See you then.
see you then.
Cheers.
Here at Dunkirk Homebrew, we offer a wide selection. Our malt extracts are Breese liquid, Muntins liquids, Breese dry malt extracts, Brewer's Best beer ingredient kits, and we carry a full line of grains from Avantgarde, German malt, Dingemans, Muntins, Breese, a full line of specialty grains, special beef, flaked rice, white wheat, you name it, we've got it. And we will crush it for you, no charge.
All right, we're going to be judging our Hefeweizen that we made, and this is actually, am I in the frame there?
Yes, you're on.
This is actually not the beer that we made, because I had a contamination issue, and this was the beer that finally made me throw out everything I owned that was plastic. So that beer got dumped, and I rebrewed it, and I bought the wrong yeast, and it was not right, so I rebrewed this beer 3 times now. This is the one that actually worked out, tastes good.
What yeast are you using with this one?
This is a white lab, but the one I use.
300.
Got Matt.
He's an esteemed beer drinker and winemaker.
You got Chris. Okay, who's ready? Got Mike,
Hello.
Faith. What's your, Mark?
Mike and Mark.
Mike and Mark. And Steve. There he is.
Our sponsor.
Oh.
From Dunkirk Homebrew.
Pretty much. All right. Well, I guess we'll just start with Matt and work this direction.
Oh, sure, start with me. I said the aroma was
Okay.
Was good, and I got some banana and fruitiness from it. I gave it a 7. Appearance, good color, cloudy as it should be. I give it 2 out of 3. Flavor, I said it was a nice flavor. A nice tingle on the tongue from the carbonation. I give it a 2 out of 20. Mouthfeel with good carbonation, 4 out of 5. Overall impression, very pleasing, very enjoyable. Gave it 7 out of 10 for a total of 35.
Are you next, Chris?
I'm next, yeah. And as per usual, I gave this beer a higher score than it deserved.
Well, you're the brewer.
It's terrible. You know, my beers are all like 49s and 50s. All right. For aroma, I said it's malt balanced, balanced towards malt, and the aroma is appropriate for the style. I give it a 10 out of 12. Appearance, it could be a little more cloudy, but other than that, the head retention, everything is good. Give it 2 out of 3. Flavor, it's malty, very little or almost or no hops. Some banana, but no clove flavor. Give it a 15 out of 20. For mouthfeel, it's creamy. It could use more carbonation, I think. It's got a nice little warmth to it, but it's not alcoholic. Give it a 4 out of 5. Overall, very drinkable. The best hops I've ever had. I don't generally like hops. I do enjoy this one. Give it an 8 out of 10. 39 out of 50. Mikey, you're next.
Okay.
Slam it, buddy.
I was nicer than you.
Really?
As for aroma, I couldn't see any reason to dig the aroma. The banana was very obvious, and I didn't smell anything that shouldn't have been there. Both banana and clove can be, I don't want to say totally optional, but the degrees of strength vary a lot from half to half, which isn't necessarily a criticism of the beer. I give it a 12 for aroma because I thought it was fun. And I gave it a 3 for appearance. The head disappears quickly, as I noted. I thought it could use more carbonation, but that comes later. Somewhat cloudy. Yeah, it wouldn't have hurt to see more cloud in there, but it was cloudy, and that's fine. So I gave it appearance. Flavor, I can taste the banana. I'm not tasting the clove. And I give it a 15 out of 20. The mouthfeel, the conditioning's decent. It could be a little more carbonation. I didn't see anything really other than that I would have changed about the mouthfeel, so I give it a 4 out of 5. Overall impression, I would accept another glass, and I give it a 7 out of 10.
Me? Okay, I gave it 11 out of 12 for aroma. Just because the Hefeweizen was supposed to, as far as I know. I don't think that was one. Appearance was lightly cloudy. I thought maybe it was supposed to be cloudier for Hefeweizen, but it still looked okay to me, so I gave it a 2 out of 3. Flavor, it seemed really balanced to me. Nothing really stuck out a whole lot. I did taste the banana, but like you're saying, there wasn't any cloves. So I gave it a 16 out of 20. The mouthfeel, to me, it was bubbly like it's supposed to be, but I kind of got sticky after. Definitely tasted stickiness after. So 4 out of 5. My overall impression is it's not bad for a
And your overall score was what?
41.
I like the aroma of it. There's a nice malty. You could definitely smell the banana. I like Hefeweizen. I'm going to buy it for it. It is a slight. I understand it's supposed to be a little warm, but it's good. The flavor,
I like the lighter carbonation. I prefer that, but I guess it could be just a little more in mouthfeel. It's very mild tasting, and the overall impression is it's a very good Hefeweizen.
What's your score? Score it?
I did a 40.
40? Alright, Steve, it's up to you. Let this beer have it.
Okay. I pick up a slight banana ester in the aroma. I think it could have more. It's a little too clean, I think, coming through. There's some breadiness in the aroma. I think that's appropriate in there. I'd like more clove. I know that's, and if you can get the bubble, like I said, as Mike said, we had one year that I've had one Hefeweizen in my life that had clove, banana, and bubble gum, and I know that can be accomplished. How it happens, I don't know, but you know, that would give it a 12. And I started off with this one at a 9, and I was going to dig it down to a 7, and I brought it back to a 9. So I gave it a 9 out of 12. The appearance, mine poured early, I think, from the bottle. It wasn't the first pour. It was off clear. I would expect more cloudiness for this style. I mean, Hefeweizen means with yeast, so therefore yeast should be part of that component. It should be throughout the beer. It adds complexity to the flavor profile.
Just to throw something in,
and it adds some other mouthfeel components to the beer.
Steve, just to throw something in, a lot of times with a Hefe, you swirl it even before pouring it, and that might not have been done, so you got more clear than someone else.
I did not swirl it before.
We'll have to blame our steward.
I'm sorry.
The head retention's off, as Mike mentioned. You know, I think a Hefeweizen, because of the wheat, there's a lot of protein there, and that head should just be a thick thing that just works its way down the glass if it's done right. Flavor, I gave it a 1 out of 3 for appearance. Again, I had a clearer part of the beer than some of the later pours. As far as flavor goes, I had good banana. Some clove would be nice. From experience, I know this is difficult. It's hard to do. Low bitterness, I thought was appropriate. Some breadiness was appropriate. That's me. I think it was nice for the style. I gave it 15 out of 20.
Why aren't you home yet?
Yeah, pretty much. I gave it 15 out of 20. I thought the flavor was nice for the style. Again, there's some room for improvement in it, but for its mouth, let's call right back. Mouthfeel, medium to appropriate. The carbonation could leave more mouthfeel. The carbonation was appropriate for the style, I think. I don't think it needed more. I think it's supposed to be a moderately carbonated beer. So medium appropriate. I gave it 3 out of 5 on the mouthfeel. I'd like a little silkier, a little creamier. Overall impression, I gave it 8 out of 10. I'd order another, as Mike said. It's very appropriate. Some tweaks could be made to improve the overall impression, but definitely a worthy beer. I overall score 36 out of 50.
Aroma, I gave it 11 out of 12. It had a good banana, clear, I could taste it, and a good wheat aroma. I could smell the banana, and the wheat, when you drink a lot of Hefs and wheat beers, it's got a different aroma as far as the wheat beer, I think, than the others. Appearance, mine was good and cloudy, so I got a 3 out of 3, because mine was perfect. Flavor, I actually gave it a 20 out of 20 because I like the banana Hef. Clove. The clove, I know some people prefer the clove. The clove tends to make it a little bit crisper. So sometimes when you have a little bit of clove to weigh in with the banana, that would be good. But I prefer the banana, so I gave it a 20 out of 20. 4 out of 5 for mouthfeel. It wasn't overly carved, but yet it had a fresh taste to it. I could taste the yeast, which is what you should taste. Overall impression, I thought it was a good representation of a Hef, so I gave it an 8 out of 10. and for 46 out of 50.